the only person to climb Mount Kailash. In the annals of Tibetan history, there is a the only person to climb Mount Kailash. In the annals of Tibetan history, there is a name that shines brighter than the sun, Milarepa, the only person to ever reach the summit of the sacred Mount Kailash. His journey was not just a physical climb, but a profound ascent from the depths of despair to the heights of enlightenment. This is the story of how a man burdened by darkness became a beacon of divine light, the darkness of Milarepa's past. Milarepa's early life was steeped in sorrow and vengeance. Born into a wealthy family, he lost everything when his father died, and his greedy relatives seized his inheritance. His mother, consumed by bitterness, urged him to seek revenge. Young and impressionable, Milarepa learned black magic from a sorcerer and unleashed his wrath, causing destruction and death. But when the dust settled, he was left with a heavy heart, haunted by the weight of his actions. One day, as he wandered the barren hills, a deep sense of remorse overcame him. He realized that his deeds had brought only suffering, and he yearned for redemption. It was then that he heard of Marpa the Translator, a great master who could guide him on the path of Dharma. With nothing but a desperate hope, Milarepa set out to find him. The trials of redemption. Marpa, a stern and uncompromising teacher, saw the potential in Milarepa, but also the darkness that clung to him. To purify his karma, Marpa subjected him to grueling trials. He ordered Milarepa to build stone towers single-handedly, only to tear them down and rebuild them again. Milarepa toiled under the scorching sun and freezing snow, his hands bloodied and his body broken. Yet he never gave up. Through these trials, Milarepa learned the value of perseverance and humility. He shed his pride and anger, replacing them with unwavering devotion. Finally, after years of relentless effort, Marpa bestowed upon him the sacred teachings of Vajrayana Buddhism. Milarepa retreated to the mountains, where he meditated in solitude, surviving on nothing but nettle soup. His body withered, but his spirit grew stronger. The call of Mount Kailash. One night, as Milarepa sat in deep meditation, he had a vision. The sacred Mount Kailash, the jewel of snow, appeared before him, glowing with divine light. It was said that Kailash was the axis of the world, a place where heaven and earth met. Many had tried to climb its treacherous slopes, but none had succeeded. The mountain was not just a physical challenge, but a spiritual test, a symbol of the ultimate journey to enlightenment. Milarepa felt a profound calling. He knew that climbing Kailash would be the final test of his transformation. It was not about conquering the mountain, but conquering himself, his fears, his doubts, and the last remnants of his ego. With nothing but his staff and his unwavering faith, he set out for the sacred peak. The ascent. The journey to Kailash was fraught with peril. The air grew thinner with every step, and the cold was so biting that it felt like knives against his skin. The path was jagged and steep, and the winds howled like demons trying to push him back. Yet Milarepa pressed on, his mind focused on the teachings of his master and the mantra that echoed in his heart. Om Ma, Hung Vajra, Guru Padma, Siddhi Hung. As he climbed, he faced not only the physical challenges, but also the ghosts of his past. Visions of his misdeeds and the suffering he had caused appeared before him, but Milarepa met them with compassion and understanding. He sang songs of realization, his voice carrying the power of his purified mind. The storm subsided and the path cleared. The summit. After days of relentless effort, Milarepa reached the summit of Mount Kailash. There, under the vast expanse of the sky, he stood in stillness, gazing at the world below. The mountain was no longer just a physical place. It was a mirror of his own mind, vast and boundless. He realized that the true climb was not the ascent of the mountain, but the journey within, the overcoming of his own limitations, the purification of his mind, and the realization of his true nature. From that day on, Milarepa became a living legend. His story spread across the land, inspiring countless others to seek their own mountains, not just in the physical world, but within themselves. He taught that every challenge, every hardship, is an opportunity to grow, to transform, and to discover the boundless potential of the human spirit. The legacy Milarepa's climb of Mount Kailash was more than a feat of endurance. It was a testament to the power of redemption and the indomitable human spirit. He showed that no matter how dark the pass, no matter how steep the climb, it is possible to rise above and touch the divine. His life and teachings continue to inspire seekers of truth, reminding us that the greatest mountains we face are often within us, waiting to be climbed.